I just want to say one thing. You got a lot of people out there, right? Now, like when you speak upon like the youth, or even if you speak against the youth violence, the youth, what you would say, interacting in, right? So, does that make you a, some type of activist, what you would call yourself, or some type of, you know, non-violence type of guy, movement, or whatever the case may be, right? Now, me, on the other hand, I have kids that I'm with, pretty much 24/7, when I could be, right? Do different things with them. I, ride RC cars and getting faster ones are better, more expensive, right? Not including all the other things we've done and have did and been, you know? Let them get free time on the Zuma mopeds. Not really into the dirt bike thing. That's a little out of the lead right now. Now, when someone speaks on that, right, the youth, that doesn't make them any of that. Now, back to like I was saying with me having kids, right, doesn't give me the advantage to spend time with the youth that would be in the streets or in poverty or anywhere, right? That wherever you can get to the youth, maybe a boys and girls club or something like that, right? Some guys might not have that time on their hands due to dealing with their own children. You know what I'm saying? Also doesn't make them responsible for what they speak on when it comes to the youth. Maybe that person wants to help the youth, but he can't, manage to make it to actually get hands on with the youth, to really teach them things and, stuff like that. Um, Instead, you have people bashing that person that uses his voice. You know what I'm saying? You don't know someone's situation. Someone might have kids where their wife is at work most of the time, all through the day. You can't go out in the streets and talk to the youth at 10 o'clock at night, So some men are just got their hands full, just. Now, that being said, you have other guys out here that are actually uh, youth activists and non-violence programs. They actually are involved. So a lot of guys have their own movements for the youth. Um, I think it would be much better if you have those guys that are actually in that movement instead of bashing the guy that uses his voice when he has the freedom of speech to say what he wants. Try and reach out to that guy and say, hey, I can pull you in on this position to get things done. Let me go holler at this person, see if I can pull him in on this little corner here. Maybe he could take care of this position right here with the youth. You know what I'm saying? Just speaking hypothetically, but instead we get the bashed. You know what I mean? We get the bashing like, who you to say this about the youth? What are you doing? You ain't helping this person. You ain't helping that person. You're not actually out there on the streets doing this and that.